You and everyone else are desperate to hire drivers, but do you even need them? We've been in this industry for over 30 years, and in that time, we have worked with hundreds and hundreds of heating oil and propane dealers of all different sizes and shapes. All companies share three things. Yes, everyone. The first, deliveries are smaller than anticipated. They are smaller than the optimal delivery size. The second is that tank sizes are treated with more importance than actual customer consumption. And the third is you're sitting on excess capacity for 11 months of the year. If you want to understand how these things affect your number of drivers, keep watching. In this video, we're going to speak about the fact that there is excess capacity for 11 months of the year and what you can possibly do about it. In today's delivery world, the understanding of demand and consumption are virtually interchangeable. Once a tank gets down to a certain level, a delivery has to be made, no questions asked. However, we do have some questions. For example, what would happen if, in the middle of January, a few drivers were out sick and you couldn't make all your planned deliveries? Which deliveries would be delayed? That's easy. It would be the ones with the highest Ks, as quote-unquote, they can wait. Well, if they can wait, why are they even scheduled for delivery? The delivery planning is set up such that once the reserve level is hit, the delivery is simply planned. It might help avoid runouts, but it also might not be overly efficient. We would like to redefine efficiency from the largest possible deliveries while avoiding runouts to deliveries that will avoid runouts while spending the least amount of money in total. Using an approach of dynamic reserves, as we've discussed in another video, can cut down on the number of deliveries. Each saved delivery will save delivery expenses. But there's another equally valuable consideration, and that is your fleet. Depending upon exactly what you include in your calculation, the costs of your fleet, trucks, insurance, routine maintenance, inspections, etc., are about 1/2 of the total costs to deliver fuel, with the other half being comprised by the variable costs of driver and dispatch wages, fuel, tire replacements, unplanned repairs, etc. The fleet costs, however, are absolutely fixed. If you own a truck in January, you own it in July. If you need 30 trucks in January and just need 3 in July, you're still going to own 30 trucks. Actually, you probably need to own closer to 35 trucks because everyone has a few trucks in the shop at any point in time during the winter. If you can eliminate a truck or 3 or 6 from your fleet without increasing the likelihood of runouts, how impactful could that be? Or, now let's ask, how can that be done? You need to start with the fact that in every month, except for possibly January, and maybe parts of December and February, you have excess capacity in the form of trucks and drivers. Over the past 2 years, we've all become very familiar with the refrain, flatten the curve. We want to flatten the curve by algorithmically shifting some deliveries from the peak, January, to a time where there is excess capacity, which is just about every other month. We know that we can't push deliveries past a date when it gets down to a level. When the tank hits that level, it has to have a delivery then. But how about making some of those deliveries earlier? This is where we can and will defend our logic and our premise. Earlier deliveries, by definition, will be smaller deliveries. Smaller deliveries will definitely lower the likelihood of runouts, but also seem to be less efficient, according to the old definition of efficient deliveries being focused solely on delivery size. We believe and have proven the earlier deliveries, when slotted properly, can take trucks off the road and can create excess capacity for expansion or the ability to run your business with fewer trucks. It's a lot of math, but computers are pretty fast and powerful nowadays. The secret to flattening the curve is to plan not just for the next delivery, but for the one after that and the one after that. The approach is to look at all the planned deliveries for the next full year, 52 weeks, and try to find the best balance between deliveries that are made at the reserve level and deliveries that should be slotted for an earlier delivery to lower the costs of having a fleet that spends most of the time in your yard or garage. Do you still use paper maps or do you use Waze? Do you have a cell phone or do you drive around with a pocket full of quarters looking for a payphone? If your last investment in planning for more efficient deliveries was purchasing a back office system a decade or two ago, perhaps it's time that you invested in lowering your single largest operational expense, the cost to deliver. We are so sure that we can make this work, we'll even guarantee you your money back. If you partner with us to invest in the solution, if we can't show you the path towards savings, it won't cost you anything.